Whoa, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, da, da. Making our Christmas memories.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my Clean and Decorate for Christmas 2020. I am so excited. We are going to completely transform my living room. We're working on the mantle today. Also going to share a DIY, and we're just going to have lots of fun getting into the Christmas spirit. So let's get started. And right before we get into decorating, I wanted to let you know this video is in collaboration with my sweet friend Rima at Rima at Home. She will also be sharing a Clean and Decorate for Christmas over on her channel. You guys will love her. She's a mom to 5. She works outside of the home part-time and loves to share videos that motivate women to clean and decorate and just live their best life. She's awesome. You guys will love her content. I will have her video and channel linked in my description box. Go over and say hello and tell her that I sent you. Starting with the mantle, whenever I'm seasonally decorating, I like to get started here because it's the anchor of the room and it helps me just creatively set the tone. And I'm going to be sharing with you how to use fresh cut cedar and create a garland. It's really quite simple. I do this every year for the past few years, and I love the way it looks. So I purchased 4 of these bunches of cedar from Walmart. They were only $6, and I'm going to try and make it stretch throughout several areas of my home, which I will share with you over the next couple videos. But here I am. I just basically start on both ends of the mantle, and I like a drapey look. Like I like it to look very just like rustic, natural, almost like it's just been thrown up there. I know that doesn't sound good, but you know what I mean. I want it to not look perfect. So I just take branch by branch and I just build and I keep building until I get the desired effect. And right before I go and fill in the middle, I like to set my anchors on both sides. So here I am doing that. I love this Santa, and he was actually the inspiration for my entire theme this year. I wanted to go with a cozy, nostalgic Christmas theme, and he just set the tone for that. And I shared in my DECOR haul, which I will have my Christmas playlist linked down below, that it is a gift box from Dollar Tree, and I just put it in a vintage frame that I found at a thrift store, and I love it. The other side, I have some pampas grass that I pulled over, asked my kids, to the side of the road to clip, and I thought that it went with the theme, with the color of my couch and the color of a print that I'm going to be using as well. So I just loved it, and it was the same weight as the frame, so I felt like it balanced the mantle out nicely. I don't know if it will stay like that. Definitely stay tuned for my Christmas home tour, which I will share in a couple weeks once I finish decorating if it changes, but for now I love it.
Making our Christmas memories. It's cold outside.
Once I got my cedar to a good point where it was droopy, I used some of those kind of floppy pieces in the middle. I went in and added just a couple sticks of eucalyptus, fake eucalyptus, and then I also went in and added these little frosted berries, and this was a pick that I found at Michael's last year, and I just wanted to add pops of red. In previous years, I've only ever done green, but again, kind of going for that classic nostalgic Christmas vibe, I felt like I wanted a little bit of red in there, and they add such a nice touch. And if you're curious about using fresh cedar on your mantle, I can tell you I've used it for a few years now, and it will dry out and it will lose some of its volume, but mine has never turned brown. You might get a few little spots here and there, but nothing you can notice, and it still looks beautiful and just natural and rustic in my opinion. And the last thing I did was go in and add just a couple sprigs of lamb's ear just to kind of make it look a little bit more like snowed on, and also to fill it out. And I think this turned out so beautiful, and I really hope that it inspired you to maybe bring in some fresh greenery into your decor this year. Now I'm just going in and adding a strip of wired lights. I love to use wired lights in my decor because you can really manipulate it around the leaves and the different greenery you use. And I also think that it looks kind of modern and flows really nicely with the rest of my decor.
Cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me.
For stocking holders, I'm keeping it really simple and using these pretty brass ones I found at Dollarama, and then I'm going to go in with these chunky off-white stockings I found on Amazon, which I will have linked down below. I love the way that these look, and I think they're timeless and can go with a lot of different styles.
The first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself. In a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me.
It's white outside.
If you guys watched my fall porch decorate with me, then you will remember that I made this blanket ladder. I will have that video linked down below if you want to learn how to make it. It was so simple, but I thought that it went really well in this room for the theme I was going for, and I had some fun ideas to decorate it, which you will see coming up. But I'm just styling in here with this ladder. I loved the texture of this blanket. And I knew I wanted to create a wreath to go on top, so all I did was use a brass ring from the Dollar Tree. It comes in a 3-pack, and I used the largest one, and I just layered the cedar on both sides until it was at the fullness that I liked, and then I put a bow in the middle and finished it off with these 2 brass bells, and I love how this turned out. It was such a simple DIY, and it really did make a big impact.
As I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir.
Now it's the next day and I'm hanging up this sign. This was actually a printable I found on Etsy. I'll have it linked down below, and I put it in an existing frame, and I feel like it goes perfectly with that kind of classic nostalgic vibe I'm going for. And then I knew I wanted to add some greenery to the top of the sign, and I'm just doing the same thing with the cedar. I'm kind of using droopy pieces, and I'm doing some on one side and then some on the other, and then I'm just going to wrap it in the middle with some floral wire just to keep it together, and that will be the base of the greenery that I use on the top.
Let us make memories that stay forever. It's Christmas.
And then I'm just building on top of that. Like I said, the cedar will go down in volume once it dries out. So if you do end up using any fresh greenery, just kind of double what you want it to be, because it will again lose its volume. So I'm going in and adding some extra pieces. And then I'm also gonna go in and add those frosted berries that I put in the garland on my mantle, just to kind of help it tie in, and also add those little pops of red. Moving back over to the blanket ladder, I knew I wanted to add another blanket on top for more texture and a pop of color. So I'm going in and adding a blanket that I found. It's like a crocheted blanket at the thrift store. It was so inexpensive. I actually got 2, and you'll notice that I switch it out just because I liked the texture of the other one I end up using. So I used that, and then I used a skate, and I got this inspiration from my friend Ashley Higgins. I'll have her channel linked down below. She's amazing, and I knew it just went perfect again with that nostalgic classic Christmas vibe. So I went in and used it, and then I added some greenery just to kind of mimic the greenery that I had been using on the mantle and on the picture. So I love how this looks. And this is actually my skate from about 25 years ago. So is that vintage? I don't know. Moving on to the couch, I'm just gonna give it a really good wipe down before I go in and style the pillows.
First flake of snow.
And I know that this will change. I want to add some like knit pillows and just way more pillows because we don't have a rug in here currently. I'm on the hunt for like a light colored one, but for now, this is what I have, so I'm using it. The reindeer pillow is from Amazon, as well as the cream pillows with the pom-poms. I'll have those linked down below. And the green one is from IKEA. And the inserts are all from IKEA as well. They have such good quality and very inexpensive pillow inserts, the feather ones, so you're able to do that karate chop. And I love the way that they look.
Is promised for this day.
If you are enjoying this video, I would love and be so grateful if you gave it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. I love sharing homemaking motivation, decor, DIYs, all things just creating a beautiful home. And I would love to have you join our community here on YouTube. I post new videos every week and I have tons of awesome Christmas content coming your way.
For this day.
Time to give the floor a good sweep before I bring the coffee table in. True story, I had put up a tree but didn't love the way that it looked, so I am returning it. We're gonna have to wait until we do our real Christmas tree closer to December for the Christmas tree, but it did leave a huge mess, so I'm just gonna clean that up and then we're going to style the coffee table.
First snow of Christmas is falling from
I went back and forth with what to use, but decided on this piece of wood. I actually found this on the side of the road and use it quite often. I like to use something whenever I'm styling on tables. I just feel like it helps anchor the items and makes it look less busy. So all I'm doing is I layered a vintage book, a candle, and then this sweet little brass dish that I found at a thrift store. I just put jingle bells from the dollar store inside and a simple deer antler ornament, and I love how that turned out. And then I like to have this little basket here beside the Christmas tree, which will be coming soon, and it holds all of our Christmas books. Here is a before and after. How about that? I love it. I brought that old vintage chair up from the basement. It was actually from my grandmother and I love it. It's very special to me. So I'm happy to have it out waiting for the Christmas tree. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you inspiration, motivation to decorate your home for Christmas. Don't forget to check out Rima's channel. I'll have it linked down below and I will see you in my next one. Bye everyone.